So, by the way, we're here now, and we went to Boston Commons, and they were in front of the Proust Bar.
Sounds very posh and proper.
Which, anybody here speak German?
I do, but I'm terrible at it, and really... Okay, if nobody knows about Prost, it's essentially German for cheers.
Yep. So, if you look around here, this is legitimately the bar from Cheers recreated in Fallout. Including... Yeah. Which, hey, wait, there's probably like beer all over the place here.
Actually,
Oh, wait, no, it's all empty.
Okay, wait a minute. That corpse was on the... Oh my gosh. So,
You got a guy in a...
it's Norman, Oh crap, what...
yeah, Norman Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah, there's Woody.
There's... Actually, that's not necessarily Woody.
Woody or Sam.
It's either Woody or Sam.
Might be Frasier.
Kelsey. Yeah, that's Frasier. He always sat there.
Random patron. Oh, wait. Oh, God. I think I know where they're going with this. I want to see this. Anyway.
Taking away the world today takes everything you got.
And all the beers are empty.
Taking your mind from all your worries sure would help a lot.
Fact.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
So they got restrooms, a pool.
Oh, the pool room.
Yeah, so
I can remember the good times in there.
they meticulously
You know,
recreated.
I'm going to be honest. I really hope that here's the question: do they have Kirstie Alley's character, or do they have what's her name, Claire?
I really don't remember.
See, I used to watch it. It's like one of those things that I actually did with my dad. Was watching Cheers and
But you know what?
and Dallas. Cheers and Dallas.
Here's what you can say. As sad as it is, finding them all like fucking dead here. Hey, Hancock, how's it going?
Actually, if that's Woody behind the bar, which actually you might have to go back. If he's wearing an apron,
It's Woody.
it's Woody. If he's not, then it's Sam.
Baseball grenades. I'm taking them just for the hell of it. But yeah, so you know they're all dead.
Ist das nicht ein Schnitzelbank? Ja, this is ein Schnitzelbank.
But you know what? All the entire cast of Cheers died together having some drinks.
You know, what? Wait,
Ooh, a safe.
safe. What the hell are those Molotov cocktails?
Might be. How did I pick the master lock more easily than the novice?
That often happens. You get used to one and the other becomes
Got it.
difficult. I'll be honest, I don't actually know the opening to Attack on Titan.
Honestly, that one just creeps me the hell out. Something
no,
about the
I don't-
giant things eating people.
Well, okay, yes, obviously. But it's actually more a question to me, not of... Actually, is it possible for you to go upstairs?
Oh, we'll see. But
Because
yeah.
there were times that stuff happened upstairs.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, okay. That's Woody on the counter.
looks like he's wearing a dress. That might be both of the women and Sam. Oh wait, were they? Did they?
Well,
like,
there was the waitress who...
Carla, I think.
Carla, yeah. So that would be Carla, but then where's Woody?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think there's a stairs up, but yeah. So I figured this was worth showing
Wait a
just
minute.
because of the fact that...
Wait, actually, look at the woman on the floor or by the table.
Okay, that might be Carla.
Yeah, I think that's Carla. And then you have Sam and one of the female protagonists of Cheers. But I think the one laying on the table is totally Woody.
Okay.
Even though it looks like a dress, every time he's in the bar, he has a full-length waiter's apron, which a full-length waiter's apron goes actually from the waist, which would tie in, and goes all the way down to almost like a 3/4 length dress length.
Yeah. But okay, so I figured that was worth taking everybody through a reminder that Cheers was a thing.
Cheers was a thing.
And the people who made Fallout 4 cared enough to recreate Cheers, the Cheers bar.
Well, you know something? I can totally get that, because if you think about it, a lot of the people who were part of this were completely a case of they grew up on Cheers.
See?
I grew up on Cheers. That's why you sit there and you bring me to the Cheers bar, and I'm like, Norm! That's why we all say it, because everybody knows it, and
everybody knows your name.
Cliff is the mailman, and...
So here's a question.
But I really have to ask this question. I've always wondered it. How did Cliff get away with, going to the bar?
Federal employee. There you go.
Well, I guess technically, as long as you get
shit. Well, that answers that question.
I'd do the same if I was in his...
Run.
I was like, should we mess around with Swan? And guess what? We're messing around with Swan. Swan is a super mutant behemoth.
Monster.
They are essentially the highest class of super mutant. And he's sitting there running around and throwing some...
And throwing debris.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Okay, well, you're dealing with Swan. I'm gonna go and... I'll be right back.
So we're going to kind of cheese Swan a little bit. So Swan is not the brightest fish in the barrel. And he will throw fucking giant rocks at you. Normally when I deal with Swan, I like to have a quad barrel missile launcher. Oh, I crippled his leg. The kneecapper just sat there and paid off for us.
Kneecapper paid dividends.
Yeah, our missile launcher needs some help.
Actually, your missile launcher is part of the reason why you are putting points into gunsmithing.
And I'm going to put it into science. So, okay, we killed Swan.
Well, that happened far earlier than I expected.
Actually, hold on a second. Grenades, I think, can probably hit multiple areas. Got some boat fragments. Oh, there's another super mutant running around. And the Furious Power Fist. Increases damage after each consecutive hit on the same target.
Didn't you use that one in your one Hitman playthrough?
So that's actually a pretty sweet weapon.
And actually, I find the grenades to be somewhat problematic. Just because you have to have a decent... Your character is not like all of the NPCs, the NPC enemies, who, when they throw it, it's going to end up where you are unless you move.
Yeah, they are like enemies are insanely accurate.
Their accuracy is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and I often find that with grenades, you throw them, and if you throw them uphill, they roll back to you, and various other issues with grenades, which are mostly obvious.
Actually, I'll go with my little bit of story time. Because I do have a grenade-relevant story.
I know the one you're going to tell.
Yeah.
Yay.
So by now, if you have been an attentive reader
Or watcher.
you might realize that I was enlisted in the military at one point. So yeah, so I was enlisted in the military at one point. So I went through basic training.
You're gonna pick a serious blow sticking around.
And I went through basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia, which is the home of the... Oh, goddamn, this place is full of rads.
Also, there's a box of bobby pins to the left of that little bench that you're currently looking at.
Yeah. So
Just
I went through basic training at Fort Benning, the home of the infantry.
Who,
And I was not an infantryman. So,
not taking the iguana bits?
yeah, I'm just trying to get the... Okay, so there's experimental logs.
Which we'll read when
Yeah.
we're not in
Yeah, I know.
rat-infested waters.
Yeah, so, I'm just trying to grab everything and then get out of here, and then I'll review it.
There was some duct tape,
Yep, an aluminum canister, which is heavy, a blowtorch.
blowtorch.
Yeah. So part of basic training in the United States Army is, let's see. Oh, Swan's Note. Okay, we'll look at that. Involves learning to throw grenades.
Ooh, Gwynnedale.
So, he had some drinks.
Hey,
you go.
There is that third one
It's a bottle.
just a bottle. Okay.
Okay, you see any more,
I'm not seeing any more loot.
more pages? Okay, we're getting out of here because we're getting radiated as shit. But yeah.
At this rate, we're going to turn into a fucking ghoul. Okay, I'm just going to interject. We have 3 cats sitting on our recliner, all cuddled to... Okay, one of them is cuddled... 2 of them are cuddled together, and one of them is glaring at the other.
They're about to fight. It looks like he's about to fight. Yeah. But anyway, so
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
had to learn how to throw grenades, which, not a terribly difficult skill.
You would think.
Yeah, they're basically. I remember hearing at one point. I don't remember if this is actually factual or not. That the grenade we use was actually crafted to resemble a baseball in size and weight.
I've never actually held a grenade, so I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, but
Maybe a softball.
But the idea was,
weight, but
yeah,
whatever.
the idea was, that you were going to essentially have people who were familiar with the
Throwing a baseball.
throwing a baseball, so you want them to give them something similar. And
Watch out for the pitcher.
yeah, pretty much. Watch out for the pitcher. And
That could be so sexual right there.
oh my!
You don't want to be the catcher.
Speaking of which, our cats are grooming each other right now. But anyway,
And one is sitting here and saying, "No, I don't want it. Stop."
consent is important. But anyway,
Very,
so
just very.
so we're gonna go find Vault 88 since people have mentioned that one. Why not? We'll go out with Hancock and do that. But yeah, so for whatever reason,
Hancock is our norm.
when grenades were explained to me, they were not explained very well.
They did not do very good. Bad job. Bad job. Explain grenade.
So they sat there. The drill sergeant sat there and said, the way they explained it was that a change in pressure of a certain amount would cause the grenade to go off. Now, to some people that would be very clear, but I tend to be a very literal-minded person. So when you tell me a change in pressure will cause it to happen, I think any change.
And actually, here's actually, I'm gonna defend you, my dear. Okay. Not only is he very literal, often, but he is very literal in particular situations. Like, this here is a thing that will blow up.
Yes, this might
So
kill
if
me.
you-
I will treat
so
it with
if-
a lot of respect.
So if you fuck up, you might lose an arm or worse.
I am very attached to my arms.
I would prefer, I'm always of the mind that is my preferred state of you being attached
Yeah.
in general.
So anyway,
Ask any general.
my takeaway from what they explained was that if I squeeze too hard, this thing would blow up on me. But if I let go too hard, this thing would blow up on me.
So don't let go or
Yeah.
anything. Just don't.
So I'm sitting there holding this thing about as gingerly as possible. I'm sitting there
Like
going,
it's going to bite him.
yeah, I'm like, okay, this thing is not going to sit there and I'm not going to blow my arm off, was my main thought here.
Only a
So-
fucking coward hides.
Yeah, shut up, Raider. So I'm sitting there, and we had practice grenades, which is basically the detonator assembly inside the grenade with a pin and the safety assemblage on top. A pin and spoon.
Which it's a dud.
Yeah. But
You're
however,
given a dud to
yeah.
practice with.
However-
which is
yeah.
probably for the best.
However, it still has enough explosive material. They're like, yeah, if you sit there and you manage to cover the hole in the bottom where that you're going to end up, needing somebody to feed you your meals. So,
Yay.
yeah. Okay, there's a super mutant over here. Not worrying about you. But anyway, so I'm sitting there holding this thing, and we're supposed to be doing this practice grenade thing. We're supposed to get a chance to toss it and, get used to it, because the highlight was supposed to be that you get to toss in basic training one live grenade. Yeah. So I'm like,
exciting.
exactly. So I'm like, okay. So we're practicing for this stuff.
Because as anything with the army, dress rehearsals for the dress rehearsal.
Exactly. So
We don't take anything at face value.
he's got a lot of accidental cover. Okay. So anyway, so I'm sitting there with this line of other soldiers or other privates.
Hello, Private.
Yep.
Hello, Drill Sergeant.
Yeah. With my grenade that I'm afraid to squeeze too hard or let go of. And I just shot somebody in the dick about 3 times. Or vagina, whatever.
The JJ.
And they're telling us, okay, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna pull the pin, and then you're gonna throw. The spoon should fall out. And I sat there, obviously not holding on to this thing, and barely holding on to the thing. I pulled on it, and the entire assembly came off. So I'm sitting there holding this grenade, looking down at a detonator, going,
Fuck me.
oh son of a bitch. And because I'm like, okay, normally this detonator would essentially set off the explosive inside the weapon or inside the grenade, but there's no explosive, so it's just a bare detonator. And as I said, I've been paying attention, so I knew exactly what to do. I yelled frag out, and I threw that thing as far away from me as I could. And, however, for whatever reason, the drill sergeant who was overseeing us did not see what had happened, and he's sitting there and reading me the riot act like, what the hell were you even thinking? So I had to go and report to the senior drill sergeant and explain what had just happened. And, luckily he was a more understanding sort. So he's like, wait, what? No.
I was paying attention, goddammit.
It's after you squeeze it, if you let go. If you can squeeze that thing as hard as you like when you're getting ready to throw it. So,
Why didn't you say so?
yeah, if you told me that, I would have been fine from the beginning. But I didn't understand what was going on, so I was sitting there going, oh no, I'm gonna blow my arms off.
And kill everyone around me.
Yeah.
Because
So,
winning!
so once they explained that basic concept to me, I was like, oh, okay, I've got this. And
Had no further problem.
yeah, I literally hit one of the mannequins because we had like I think a 7-target grenade range. We were supposed to, or practice grenade range. We were supposed to try and hit the targets, and like I literally hit one of the little mannequins they had on the head with my grenade when you were just supposed to get within 5 meters of him. Which, looking at that in Fallout terms, just think of what a bad day it would be to get hit on the head by a grenade and then look down and realize what just hit you.
Well, that just ruined my day.
Yeah.
Dick.
Pretty much. So yeah, that is my grenade story.
Excuse me. It's a good grenade story.
Ooh, it's Fragmine.
I apologize. I'm burpy tonight. Oof. Boy, am I
Okay.
burpee
Can
tonight.
I detonate this before it goes off? Because it's right next to a car.
We don't like car frag grenades and explosives.
Okay, mutant hound. That's not a good sign. Oh, and a mutant. Okay, well, you're no big deal.
Hopkins green frag.
Yes, I was very bad at grenades because I did not understand.
Actually, no. You weren't very bad at grenades. Somebody didn't explain it very well.
I
Which...
was trying to be good at grenades, and once they explained it to me properly, I was like, oh, okay, I've got this.
Grenades not scary so much anymore. I see.
Yep.
See, I speak caveman very well.
Yeah, you do. I mean, honestly, I was, in some ways, now that I look back at it, I was a hard case in basic training.
You're poor. Sergeant.
I shall always remember my drill sergeant, who was Puerto Rican, had a very strong accent,
I love this story.
because we did not do push-ups and sit-ups. We did push-ups and sit-ups.
Push-ups and sit-ups.
Yeah, because he had entered the army not speaking any English, and he learned in the army. And I still remember that. Yeah, when your grenade went wrong, you threw it away. That sounds like a solid game plan to me.
You know, now I'm imagining that particular phrase in a really harsh Puerto Rican accent.
Yeah, I still remember.
When grenade go wrong, you throw grenade away.
That sounds more Russian than.
I know. I'm terrible at Puerto Rican accents because I've never really heard Puerto Ricans. I can do German, I can do Australian, I can do Russian, okay, and Irish.
Yeah.
On a bad day, usually if I'm drunk.
Yeah, I still remember that guy, even more than 10 years later.
Because what did he tell you? What did he tell you the day you left? You graduated basic training and your family's all there.
Well, this was leading up to it, but
Yeah.
anyway, so he sat he would sit there and talk to us. He'd be like, you pay attention, you do what I tell you. When you graduate, you can go to Hooters or whatever. And one time
I
I
love
was
this man.
yeah, Drill Sergeant Osario. I still remember him. I still remember his name 10 years later. So
It speaks well.
yeah. And so I sat there one day when I was feeling particularly bold, and I was like, Drill Sergeant, where's Hooters at? And God bless that man.
He gave you directions.
He actually gave us directions. Like, you go out the main gate, you take a left, you go down 3 exits, you go out, you get off on the exit, and you take a left under the overpass, and it's right there on your right. So
Now you have to remember that by the time there's a reason why for so many soldiers, if you're not a soldier, there's a reason why for soldiers coming out of basic, there is such a desire for male soldiers typically to go.
nice, somebody's referencing West Side Story, which once again
Maria,
I will say
I just met a girl named Maria. You call Maria, and there's gonna be 16 windows flying open, being like, "Who
Yeah.
you calling Maria?"
the most unrealistic thing about West Side Story, I'm not even counting the singing and dancing, is the fact that somebody went out in Spanish Harlem to a tenement and yelled Maria, and only one person opened their window.
Hell,
That's bullshit.
I'm surprised that Maria's cousin
Yeah,
wasn't also named Maria. Huh?
fact.
I have a sister named Jenna. Mm-hmm. A cousin named Jenny.
Not many Hooters in West Side Story, but a couple.
Okay. They do not have Hooters. It was before Hooters.
Yeah. I was talking about breast, but whatever.
Whatever. Anyway,
He said,
just,
painfully explaining the joke.
I'm sorry. I was letting that fly over my head. Why do you do this? Okay, I was letting you guys have that moment, and I was just gonna let it be.
Yeah, but anyway, so
I was just gonna let that be, man.
But yeah, so when I went to basic training, I went to there's various different basic trainings in the Army. Some of them are mixed and some aren't.
He didn't go to a mixed one.
Yes, the only woman I saw for 9 weeks was a 60-year-old lady in the cafeteria with a gold tooth and a lazy eye. And by week 3, she was looking okay.
This is what happens when you're a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Hello, fat man.
Ooh, just take the missile.
You know what? I'm going to... Wait, I can't give this to Hancock. Crap.
No, you can't.
I cannot give Hancock a nuclear weapon because I don't know what Hancock will do with it.
Sure, check the stash.
Anyway. So, yes, so... Yeah, I don't know if you want to share the story about shaving at boot camp.
Yeah, I'll share that one. But anyway, yeah, after 3 weeks, the lady with the gold tooth and the wandering eye started looking pretty darn good. And,
Give Hancock the nuclear weapon.
You know what? It's heavy, so why not?
See,
What's the worst that can happen?
Something, you know what else I think you should give? How much does that hazmat suit weigh?
Like a pound or two.
Just give it to him.
I'm going to give him the nuclear weapon and the power fist.
You didn't give him any missiles, right?
He might have, one in there. I feel like living dangerously.
Can I just make a suggestion that we save just in case? Do not give companions a fat man.
We'll see what happens.
Grunt fodder, I'm going to sit here and say, I side with you on this. My rule is, when Pipe, actually, no, check him before he wrecks you.
Okay, shut the arm off that guy. Hancock, go for it.
Go forth, Hancock. Pull out the fat man and have your way.
You just do that from the front.
Hancock the suicider. Oh, I love that. That's. There's just so much beauty in the world. I mean, come on. Just so much beauty.
Okay, there we go. Gutter commander down.
Oh, that's half the battle. Now, let's go win this war.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, and I have a bottle cap and an assault rifle.
You should take that iguana on a stick and eat it. Because you can. But fuck that pork and beans. Fuck that pork and... No, not literally.
Yeah.
Do not fuck the pork and beans.
So you were talking about my shaving story.
Yes, your shaving story. I'm not going to suggest the other story because that's a little bit embarrassing.
Something else I have to tell you about today. Anyway, we'll get there.
Uh-oh. Now I'm worried.
Okay, weighs 5 pounds. You cannot have my lieutenant's hat. You can have the worn fedora. And you can have the
How
right
about the
arm.
Deathclaw Gauntlet?
I suppose I can give them the Deathclaw Gauntlet. They are heavy.
Deathclaw anything are fucking heavy.
Weighs 10 pounds. There we go.
And, you know something? Hell, give him the baseball grenades.
I do not trust Hancock with those grenades.
You act like he's going to throw them at you.
You might.
Just might get in the way.
Yeah. But anyway.
According to him.
So when I went...
This is an emergency message to all Commonwealth Army soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the fact when they start picking shit up and start using it a la C. Piper and the fucking minigun.
Fact. But anyway, so when...
Hancock needs a nuke. You know, there's something very political I could say right this minute, but I'm going to refrain.
Yes. Ooh, got a guns and bullets.
I'm going to
Ballistic weapons permanently do plus 5% critical damage.
And is currently stocked with additional food, water, and ammunition.
Okay,
Can
so...
we turn... Did you check the stim pack?
I did. Ooh, South Boston Checkpoint Terminal. Take a quick look at this.
Including non-military family members, will be charged away from that.
Current orders. All vehicles are going to be inspected. Stripping and deconstruction.
We don't sit there and say that one thing it makes you a man or not.
Yeah. Civilian
That's
may
your own
leave
business.
once the inspection is passed. Should an inspection result in an inoperable vehicle, the vehicle and/or all parts will be shipped to the civilians within 10 to 15 business days.
This is an emergency message.
For civilians, to a list of detective or taxi services.
Diner are in effect.
Ooh, they have entries. Nice. Jones family cleared without incident. Ex-military. Search yield nothing of note. Personal luggage of one musical instrument. Trombone.
This checkpoint has been designated as a safe house.
Businski Donald. Reported as a church pastor. Attire match story. No need for further interrogation. I think they just misspelled subject. Anyway. Deering, Keith and Kennedy. Minor incident. Carry equipment and general tools. Produced all proper permits for filming within city limits. Okay. So this is what pre-war life was like.
Most likely Chinese.
The Wu family. Police was contacted in accordance with the field manual. Somebody did not English so good.
Honey,
This is an emergency message to all
is that really surprising that they don't speak English so good?
Charlie Diner are in effect.
But yeah. So anyway,
I hear your cats.
before we do the
Address. Please
okay, I'm gonna get away out of the bells.
Well, they are playing with a build toy, but it's a distance away.
Yeah. So before we bobby pin. So before we take a break, the story with the shaving is when I went into basic training, I had a poorly written packing list that said no multi-blade razors. Now, I'd been shaving with a Gillette 3 for some years, and I sat there and thought, oh, 3 razor blades, for whatever reason,
Or no go.
are a no-go. And so I was like, okay, I got a pack of single blade razors. I showed up. And the first day, the first day they sat there and they're like, okay, you've got like 5 minutes to get dressed, get shaved, and get out here to go do your in-processing. And so I sat there. I tried to shave in like 2 minutes with a single blade razor. And I sat there and I came
He
out.
bled.
Came out with like blood running down my face in 5 or 6 places. Get the drill sergeant like, what is wrong with your face, Private? It's like, I was shaving, drill sergeant.
What were you shaving with? Okay, see, now that's how I would ask, but a drill sergeant's not going to ask that way.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and he's like, well, whatever you were doing it wrong.
Once again, he's very literal. You say a single blade razor. See, manliest man,
Yep.
manliest man. Just
So quick save and a bio break.